Hey everyone, this is Pranav from Devrel team of Router Protocol, and I welcome you all to the module 5 of building on Nitro. And in this very module, we'll be building this input box as well as this get code button. So let's get started. So we have already talked about get code, but let me repeat it again. The Nitro enables you to interact with the Voyager contract and initiate cross-chain token transfers. So the first step that is involved in this process is to request a quote, which provides you with the essential details about the proposed token transfer. So first of all, let us make the input box. So for that, let me come over here. Let me give a BR and let me write input. Great. So let us give the placeholder as placeholder is equal to enter amount. If you save it, run it. Now you can see we have this placeholder which says enter amount. So if I connect wallet, it shows me the balance and we have this enter amount in box. Great. Now let us start making the get code button. So for that, let us create a new function. So let us create a new function that is called get code, and it has to be an async function, and it is going to take some parameters. We have already talked about the parameters which it takes. So let me make it an arrow function. Const endpoint is equal to v2 quote, and then const quote URL is equal to pathfinder API URL, and we can give a slash over here, and here it should be endpoint. Great. So let's also define pathfinder URL over here. So let me write const pathfinder API URL is equal to this. This you can find in the GitHub repository that I'll be attaching with the video. That's it. So let me write inside try const res is equal to await axios.get quote URL, and inside the object pass params. Then comes the catch part. So let me write in case if there is any error. So let me console.log the error. Great. Now our function is ready. Now let's call this function with the click of the button. So let me come over here and create a get code button. So let me give a BR and create a button. Get code. So if I save it, if I open, you can see it over here. Let me give some more styling. You can see here we can enter the amount, and if we click on the get code button, nothing happens because we haven't attached the functionality with this. So let us do that as well. So if I come on the button, I write on click is equal to and I create an arrow function over here. Inside this, we need the parameters that we want to pass the get code function. So let me write quote params is equal to, and give these parameters over here. So the first parameter is from token address, that is the source token address. In our case, that is the AFTD token address on Fuji chain. Then comes the to token address, that is the destination token address. In our case, that is the AFTD token address on Holinsky chain. So let us paste it over here. Then comes the amount. Let it be as it is as of now. Then comes from token chain ID. So we are going to transfer the FTD tokens from Fuji chain to Holinsky chain. So the from token chain ID should be 43113. And the destination chain ID of the Holinsky chain is 17000. Great. Let the widget ID be 0 as of now. So it's ready. We just have to pass in the amount. First, let us go to the top. Come over here and create a useState variable with the name amount. So amount set amount is equal to useState and let it be 0. Let me write over here on change set amount e dot target dot value. Here we haven't called the function getCode, so let us call that function. So for that I have to write const code data is equal to await and finally call the function that is getCode and pass the parameters code params. Let me also make this function an async function. Great. Also let me console.log the code data. Cool. Let me come over here to the function and write done over here, which symbolizes that we have successfully requested the code. Cool. So if I save it and run it, so there is one more thing that we have to do. Since the decimal is of 18, we have to come to the amount and multiply it with mat.pow 10 to the power 18. Great. If I save it and run it, if I enter the amount like 2 and click on get code, it says get code, that means we are getting the code. If I open my console and if I click on it, you can see this is the code that we are getting. Great. So we were successfully able to make an input box in which the user can enter the amount, and that is going to be passed as a parameter to getCode function, and this is the button for getCode which the user has to click in order to call that function. In the next module we'll be making the check allowance button, so see you there.